Wood export. How about stone as well? $8 for stone. I'm gonna call you a stone export. Just, again, to prevent us from going to cap, which is a trick. Stone export. Ideally, I'd like to be importing this stuff. Once we get to the point where we can, like, do jewelry and all that, and tools and such, we can just export that and then import the basic stuff down the road. That's usually how it goes in games like this, right? With an import-export system. Work your way up to the higher tier stuff, sell off the higher tier stuff to buy in the low tier stuff, so you keep your people focused on making the good stuff that everybody cares about. And you no longer have anybody, like, doing any of the bare minimum basic stuff anymore. But that's gonna be a bit. Like a long bit. Like, holy crap. I can't tell if I'm terrible at this game or if the pace is just a bit slow. Or both. I'm okay with it. I like the pace. It's fairly chill, with a little bit of drama happening periodically with the attacks, but like... I don't know, I feel like I'm actually, like, invested in this city, you know? Trying to, like, delicately balance everything as I slowly scale up and all that. I don't know. It's going, though. Just slow. And the clay, I think, for the most part, we're eating all the clay that we're making. Pottery production-wise, we're not really spending pottery much. Consuming, like, 30 or so. Because that should be being used by the brewery for the drinks. Not a whole lot, though. Not a whole lot. What was the import cost for cut stone, by the way? If I wanted to import, say, 80 cut stone. Right, yeah, you didn't have the import up there. It's somewhere down here. Import depot. Stone is $26 per. Import level very small. 12 items. Currently import 0. Oh, I see. Maintain stock at 40%. So we'd be importing a total of 84 at $26 per, potentially. Yeah. Yikes. It's expensive. You think we can try it, though? Don't do it yet, but I'm thinking I might... Ugh. Cut stone is cheaper than stone? What is this world? Quick, rough up the stone. Make it look poopy. It sells better. Alright. Fine. And research-wise, we could make the paper making more efficient if we need to, but I'd really like to go for library. I'd really very much like to go for library, and I don't know if I have anything applicable for tourism yet. But I would like to do that soon. I guess the next thing, like... The next thing, if I need it, is going to be just efficiency boost for probably mining. We still have 10 days of food. Happiness is still hanging in there. I have enough farms. I could see about authorizing some of these Cretonians. Get a little Cretonian housing sector going up over here by the farms. Or down by the farms and fish, actually. Because they're like way better with fishing and farming than we are. I think they've got like 40% skill. Whereas we're just like baseline. We're maybe even like kind of bad at fishing, actually. Fruit farms 97? We're getting better at it? Or is maybe that's through research? Yeah, we're good with mushrooms. 1.3. Vegetable farms 0.9. Fruits 0.97. The mining, we're just monsters at. Fishing. Fisheries 1.81. Technology 0.3. Nobles 0.25. Experience 0.1. Climate plus times 1.1, so plus 10%. I'm not sure what our base is, though. Whereas if I look at... Okay, you guys would be 2.5 for fisheries. 2.1 for fruit farms, up from 0.97. 1.82 for grain farms. Like, we suck at farming, but Cretonians? Yo, Cretonians. I think I might want to start doing that. We're not going to be too happy with it because it's going to be like, ugh, foreigners and stuff, and ugh, jeez, ugh, bleh. But, I don't know. You're the majority. I like that. I have 650 of these. If I bring in one Cretonian, how much do you think that's going to wreck things? Probably not much, right? There's one of them for every 650 of you. Let's go for up to 25. You're in. Rats. And they're like, that's it. No? Okay. Maybe not. Can I get a rundown? Where is he? Ooh, there he is. Roberta Greencutter. Whoa. Swearing fealty currently. Ooh, dead in the corner. Okay. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. So we can get some sort of a housing sector for them then. Over here, do you like wood houses? Yeah, they'd really prefer wood. So we're going to get some wood longhouses set up. I'm gonna be making so many things out of wood on accident now that I actually have to toggle between the two. Let's just say to 60 for now. You live right there. Okay. And then I can, through the house menu, select and just say that these dudes live here. And they should prefer that because it's nearby the work that they do. And I'd like to think that the game is smart enough to say, wow, these guys are significantly better at doing this job that they live next to. So it like auto-assigns them to that. Because I don't know if I could assign species to specifically work in certain things. I think that's just, I think that's fully automated, no? I'm gonna say up to 50 though, whenever you're happy enough. Oh, there you go. Hey, you got a job. Well done. Where'd you get a job at? Yeah, fisherman. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I think it just assigns them automatically based on what they're really good at. So because they're like way better than we are at that, it's just like, no. This dude's working it. So having houses over here, I probably don't even need to set them to be specifically set to a species. It should just automatically sort it. But since they are wood houses, I'm going to manually set it anyway. I need a target of like 100 maybe? I've got a lot of people. So like about a sixth of our population can fight fairly decently with a bit of weapons and armor. Not a lot, but a bit. A bit. We're working on it. We have no armor and we do like no damage. Because I don't have weapons for everybody yet. Like, ugh. 40 out of 100. Getting there. They're being made. That's all I can do currently. Worst case, I set it down to just 40 people, so there are just 40 dudes who are pretty well off, and that's that. I don't know. You know, maybe I do that for now, actually. It's like 40, but like super trained. How about that? So now your armor and weapons is full off. Your armor is still nothing, though. I don't really know what to do for that exactly. I don't know if there's like a way that I equip it or what. Cutstone is slowly climbing. Stone stockpile is still hasn't been long enough to really say for certain. It's been wavering, though. I'm not sure how much is still needing to be gathered out and about. Looks like, for the most part, they finished that off. Hunting is running low on things to hunt, so I'm gonna say calm down quite a lot with that. The like lavatory and well doing fine. Yeah, it's all doing all right. You can upgrade the toilet, get some spittoons in there with some nice cut stone. Oh yeah, cool tabletops. If our stone needs to be a problem, I'm gonna get that northern stone thing set. That's next up, because there's not a whole lot of really great stone fertility here to be getting. It's largely lackluster. 20 is like kinda top for it. But I think I did like a little check if I made like a little fake thing, and the overall fertility was a lot better up here. If we go for like these sort of more crucial middle bits. And then there's enough just stuff around that they can kind of feed themselves. Just a little stone mining community. If I get that though, I think it's far enough away. I guess I could get a second highway going into that caribou. But it may not be a bad idea to consider getting some logistics upgrades. If that's the case. I don't know. With these dudes coming in and potentially being happier, should be something kind of okay. This dude's acting like he's never had a food ever in his life. Working its way up to 13. Happiness is just awful. Occupations still climbing, government's climbing. It's all adjusting currently. You've already got a hearth there, so have also another well, and then maybe like a speaker or stage or something. A bandstand? Whoa. It's like way too fancy for these guys though. I'm not doing it. You kidding me? There's that. And the speaker. A little bit of education. Really just a little bit though. All right. Spreading the word over there. Also, a little lavatory may not be a terrible idea for them. so cramped and crowded over here, actually. Hold on, let's cancel that. Remove those. Let's get a bit of thickened road over here, how about? Nothing too crazy, I don't have that many resources, just something to get the job done, you know? Excellent. Can be expanded upon later if necessary. 38 furniture for that. Alright. Hey, alright. They did it. They got a food, and they're happy now. Life is great. Excellent. So we should be getting a bunch more of them. We're auto going to 50. So let's get this done up before they show up, and we'll be set for that. They're so much significantly better at farming and stuff that I think it's worth going for. Even if our people don't really like mixing that much, they'll have to put up with it. Use these guys to feed us effectively without having to resort to slavery as well. These are just naturally coming in immigrants. They are citizens. So there's that. Because I don't really know what to do with slavery. Like, there's a slave master dude, but I don't know anything about that. I don't know what else required for it or how you manage and maintain that, and criminals and other prisoners taken for temperament for their new career. Slaves. Like, if you buy slaves, do I need a slaver still? Not a clue. Hey, we got a second one in. Nice. The second one shows up. Completely terrible mood and everything because they've not done anything here yet, bringing down the happiness down to half, but they'll eventually use a toilet, have a food or two, and find a job, and they'll be happy, and we'll get in more, and it'll slowly snowball and accumulate. Meanwhile, our Dondorians don't seem to be minding at all. 22, 23 aspiring immigrants. Oh, that's nice how, like, that's nice. There's a happiness thing for that. Like, they're all about that. These guys even like immigrants. The heck? Alright. Interesting. Does anybody, like, really super care about nobles? No, there's just some people who really super don't care about it. Okay, the Argonauts don't care about nobles. They might not even have nobles. It's not like the humans are super proud and be like, oh yeah, nobles. We really like having high-end representation, or so. Okay. Well. Moving on. Probably something I should have done a very long time ago, getting in some more of those guys. Assign. Cretonians. Citizen housing for Cretonians. That one's not done yet. I love the super speed. There we go. Cretonians. Specifically, Cretonians live there. Dondorians, anybody can live anywhere else. It doesn't matter, really. I'm not painting everything to be Dondorian housing. Okay. Right. Just to confirm, can I find just any of you guys? .5 per item per year estimation minus 61,628 cut stone in total per year. That can't be right. Don't think that tells me anything down there. You guys can have in your houses. Nothing, because I don't know what I have a bunch of. I think I need, like, another woodcutter, though. Like, it's pretty rough. the wood situation here. I'm not too pleased with it. I don't like having to worry about, oh geez, do I have enough wood? Or, boy, I sure would love to give you some wood for your house, but oh, I don't know if we can make it. I kind of hate that. I'd like to just have so much wood that I can just be like, well, I don't care. Take it. We are exporting still some of it. I gotta keep in mind that. Like, maybe we're still okay. Oh, actually, I will need also a, I'll just delete that. Is there... Yeah, there's dirt road there. I can't tell what it isn't dirt road with all the snow. Gotta wait for that to melt before I queue much up. Because I want roads between so people can easily traverse. It just takes so much furniture to get a woodcut thing going. Estimated this year 570-ish. Ah, shit. 65,000 denarii, 10% of goods to keep peace within 4 days. 58 soldiers, 17% training, 21% equipment. Yeah, they've gotten better. Export less of this. Really just keep us from going over cap so we can continue hauling in some of the loose wood that we chopped down doing other building projects. We've already got the roads there, it looks like. It's a bit rough to see. Well, I definitely don't have the people for that. 58 soldiers. 17 training, 21% equipment. So, like, that tells me that, like, I don't know if they've got weapons or armor, but they've got, on an average, 21%, right? So that's 0.21. Which 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ticks that, so that doesn't even really divide. But like we've got 8 armor right now, giving us 0.8 offense skill. And 0.5 defense skills with weapons and pierce damage. But, like, this is saying no pierce damage. I really don't understand how... Like, do I actually need to have the army supply depots? Like, do I just not equip people at all whatsoever otherwise? And that's taking that into account, like, they've got none because you don't have any way to stock them when they're out and about or something? Is that what it's going on about? I'm gonna scream. Ah! There it goes. I screamed. Weapons. Armor. And technically rations? I guess. You just have 4. I don't know. Because, like, we have the weapons and armor, right? And it says that I can definitely weapons and armor them. If I give them more armor, it's like, okay, you can no longer armor them. But when I'm hovering over the army itself, it's saying that they've got offense and defense skill from their training. And a little bit of blunt damage, but no armor or pierce damage. So, like, we're not actually equipping ourselves. And it says we have 0 armor, 0 weapons. So I think that's looking at, if I were to send them out right now onto the world map as an army, that's what they've got, because they're not mustered right now, you know? They're not ready. So yeah, technically they're not armed, but they could be armed, because I've got assigned weapons and armor, which I've got. I don't know. I think I see about picking up some mercenaries again if I can, and slapping some bums and telling them, no, You stop that. And I rubbed their nose in it and everything. The whole 9 yards. Hey, we got the cut stone for this. It's actually happening. Okay. Did that require metal as well? No, okay, because we are getting a small stockpile of metal. I could actually see about going on with the... resume the construction here, or at least activate it. Not really resume from 0 progress, I guess. Paper maker, though, get that going. 60 furniture, still a massive trick furniture. I think I have to not only max you out, but very strongly consider getting a second carpenter going. Probably just duplicate you and put you right next door. Refurnish. Build over. Keep the doors there. Stone building also, by the way. And... not a doorway there. Remove the doorway, because you got the storage up here, so that's how you get into the other building. And yeah, this is just wood and stone and stone. So much stone. But, oh, efficiency also isn't really... oh yeah, you've removed... wait. Hold on, undo that. Are you not even 100% efficient? Had I done an oopsie once upon a time? Can I take a look without actually wrecking anything? Efficiency's not 100%. How has that happened? That's no good. Okay, so they're 100% efficiency. So like 30% more efficiency with some more auxiliary benches. I'm honestly a little shocked that that happened. Usually I'm pretty okay about that. Everybody out. Nobody can work. We gotta put more shelves in. They could totally just continue working during this, but it's fine. It's whatever. It's really quickly active again. There, 50 employment now with hopefully much better efficiency. And if I were to upgrade, I do need the upgraded carpenter and also just all of the melted metal ever. Yeah, we gotta get this thing, we gotta get this going. We've almost got enough carved out here. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna get rid of it. We're almost good to go. They're actually doing some surprisingly okay work with that. And now we have an employment crisis because university finished. Oh yeah. Did Papermaker finish? No, Papermaker didn't finish. University though. So, a lot of people are students full-time is what that's telling me. Let's say 20 at a time for now, because I don't have that many people. And I guess I'll get in the next lot of workers, I guess. I suppose. Learning rate, 1% per day. What about the paper? Is that not actually a thing here? I mean, it looks nice, don't get me wrong. I don't really know, we sort of used fabric instead of paper to make this thing, so I'm a little confused. It's like rolled up towels, like, oh, this is some good learning I'm getting here, analyzing this blanket. Ah, yes. Okay, well, Papermaker is still going. We'll need this for the library, certainly. 60 furniture, which, yeah, actively working on. 51 metal I've got, need 89. Ugh. That's, or coal. I could export some ore. Ore is a decent export. Because I'm thinking about bumping these up, because I'm gonna need to keep the bigger and better smelters going, you know? Say 22 there. And coal, what a funky shape the coal is. I forgot how wild it is. Say 18, maybe? So I don't have that many odd jobbers anymore. Maybe problematic. Maybe I cut down on the university a little bit. Say 15 students. Not a lot. I mean, technically, considering how slowly I grow, the university is a great thing to get because, you know, you're only there for so long up to 100% education, then it rolls through a new group of people. It's kind of like the training for military. It's like if I have just the army is my entire population and I have you train up to like 15% or so. Similar kind of concept, or rather I train 15 people at a time. Similar concept. As we slowly expand and slowly get better, we're all becoming educated. So all these buildings would have the 100% buff where applicable. Education, hey, plus 0.14. And I've only got the education set to what? 0.75? Access? Occupation. Yeah, okay, 75%, yeah. So if I want to roll through it quickly, I just say like, oh, educate up to just 30, and a lot of people get educated pretty quickly. But I think I'm okay just 100%. Let's go for it. Become just the smartest smart ever. And yeah, we'll see if I have to sell some stuff to get a mercenary group. Because I don't think I'd be able to pick up. Yeah, 35k? Okay, that ain't that bad. And I get most of my money back, apparently. We'll disband that army. Okay, that seems doable. I don't really need to sell a whole lot then. Excellent. Why fight my own battles when I can have others do it for me? Yes. Oh, wow, that's a lot of people gathering here. Yeah, you know, if I were to do more law, I could also take out this entire block and put in that big hunk pavilion, or put the huge, massive law building up. It's a possibility. I could also just get like a little babby one going for now. Just to maintain a bit of order. I don't know. Are these done yet, by the way? Excellent. Okay. So, auto employee, sure. You are weapons. You are armor. You are rations. You are, I guess, drinks? Ugh. You are nothing. So... Army weapons. Army armor. Ugh, yeah. It officially looks weird without the U, I'm sorry. It's gotta be done. Army weapons, army armor. Army rations. Yeah, no, that one doesn't get a U. I know. It is what it is. And then that one's disabled. Fill to 100%. Sure. Maybe? Got a 384. Jesus. That'd be 38. So like 60-ish? Yeah, alright. Just 20% of this stuff. And like 10%, because honestly, well, I guess 20% as well. We really don't have that much food that we needed. Okay, and 2 people, it's auto-employ. So we'll figure it out. Go for it, and we'll see what that does for our army tab, if that actually stocks it with stuff. It's strange though, because the very first fight that we did that I won it with like 1 casualty or something. Even the auto-resolve was like, you did really good. And I ended up doing better than auto-resolve. I never had these depots. So I don't know if we just won with strength in numbers because the people I was fighting were just that terrible that we just punched them in the mouth with our like really cool ninja skills and we won that way. And we didn't actually bring our weapons and armor. I don't know. I have no idea. They just claim to not have anything. Like, still. It also says 30 out of 150 Dondorian. I don't know why it says 150 Dondorians. It should actually just be the 30. So here's the 30. We've got 30 out of 30. No recruits. It still says 150 for some reason. Is there like... God, you can have a lot of these damned things. None of the other ones are set. We now no longer have weapons or armor. But if I send them out onto the map, they should have those as supplies because they're stored here. 40 weapons and 46 armor is stored here now. I never had to do this before. I feel like it should be fine if these people just take it out of the stockpiles. I don't think these need to exist at all. These seem just completely redundant and honestly confuses things. Like, surely they can just take it from the storage as well on their way out. I mean, just grab it, and there we go. We send regular caravans, in quotes, to resupply them with food and stuff. And they can suffer attrition when they're away from our territory. If they're in a territory that doesn't border any friendly territory, then they suffer attrition. Like, that's fine. That's okay, that makes sense. I don't know what these are for. Because now this is taking away from our town, and now we don't have any weapons or armor, so if I wanted to do a guard post, I'm screwed. And if I don't have an army size that is in increments of 10%, what this can hold, this 384 value, which is large, then we're gonna have a weird amount. Like, I gotta match up my army size with what we allocate for them to have matched up with also what these things can support in increments of 10%. It's so weird, right?